New Ninjago set wave means a new slew of sets to talk about. So today we'll be doing just that. We'll be ranking all of the 11 Ninjago sets, including polybags in this video. So stay tuned. Let's begin with number 11, the worst set there is. One to the Master Dragon for $50 with the tariffs and everything, of course. And 1-2 is barely 1-2. Let's be honest with ourselves with that. This is not 1-2. This is just a purple and dark blue dragon. They're calling 1-2. So I mean, there isn't really much here. The build is inoffensive, and if this was just an unnamed dragon or new dragon or whatever, I'd be fine with it. I would honestly like that, but this is 1-2, and this is just a slap in the face if you want to believe that this is 1-2. They should have just named this thing anything else. And for the figures, it's okay. You get Lloyd and Sora, which the two main characters you'd want to get him in a cheap set. That's nice. You get Zark as well, cheaper for Zark. That's nice as well. And you get Wildfire, who doesn't even have an armor, so that's just a waste of a figure. The worst thing about it is that the dragon build is fine. If this wasn't 1-2, I would like it a lot, but it is 1-2, and there's nothing we can do about it. So that's why this takes the 11th spot, just because it's 1-2, and it shouldn't have been 1-2. Taking the 10th spot is Rogue and Drix's race car set. It's the 4 plus set, it's the kiddie set, and the only reason this one's here is because I can actually see this one being $20 instead of the 1-1 being 50. This is $20 and I'm fine with it. There's a print on the J car which I really like. The figures in this set are amazing. Drix is whatever, but even Drix comes with the reveal blade. Nia's great. Nia's hairpiece. It's a cheaper way to get that, and it's the only real cheap way to get the Nia figure for the entire wave. And Jay's exclusive here. He has a new hood as Rogue, and that's cool. I think this set is very good for the figures. The builds are inoffensive, they are nothing special. If anything, at worst, they are just spare parts. Spare parts because there's still some cool stuff to be had in this set, so it's fine, but again, it's just not gonna be on par with anything else. And the next spot is going to be taken by the Aaron versus Dragonian Warrior polybag. And the reason this one's here is because they went cheap with the Aaron figure and the Dragonian figure. The Dragonian isn't even the actual version, you're not getting anything out of it. And for the Aaron himself as well, this is just a weird mixture of the one in the battle mech and then the one in the actual series. So it's just a weird mixture of things. And then you have the Well of the Lost in this set as well, which the other one was better. The other two polybags were better, if I'm being honest with you. But this one's inoffensive, and honestly, it's fine. I'll still get like two of these. Eighth place goes to the Aaron Mech. And the reason this one's here is because I just don't think the build is on par with the other ones. If you look at the build in a 360-degree view, you're going to realize that it's a little bit lanky. The arms themselves are just hanging off. There isn't anything to cover up or anything like that. And I think that's the big negative for this set. It just looks a little goofy when you look at it from not an angle. When you just look at it up front, it looks a little goofy. For the figures, you get Baby Ryu, which is fine. He's just an added inclusion. You get a weird version of Aaron, but it makes sense. He probably can't fit in the mech. And Aaron also has a prismatic blade for some reason. And the Dragonian warrior in this set is pretty good, if all things considered. So figures wise, it's decent, but again, the only thing is that the build could have used some more thought, let's be honest. So it's a good set. It's also a very flawed set, which is why it's here. Seventh place, however, goes to the Ninja Combat Vehicle, and I like this set a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like this set a lot. I think this set is amazing. It's just not $100 amazing. Let's be honest with ourselves. This should have cost 70, maybe 80 max. I can see 70, 80 for this. So on the basis of that, 100 isn't egregious, but you have to realize at the end of the day, price to piece ratio means something. And in this set, it it kind of sends it all the way down. I mean, there's nothing good about the price to piece ratio here, even if you take the big pieces in account. I like the figures, but the only reason you should be getting this is for Cole and Noct and Frack, which isn't really much of a good way to get a $100 set. Frack himself as well, no eye printing or anything like that. Another big negative. And the thing that hurts is that I actually like the set a lot. The bikes are great, the bikes are nice, and the jet itself as well, they do something with it. It's interesting. It's better than last year. I can see it easily 2025 for the bikes themselves, and then for the jet itself as well, 2025. You get to $75 just like that. So they just should have let this be how it was originally supposed to be at like 80 or 90. Even at 90, I can justify this somehow, but 100 is just egregious. So that's the only reason this one's here. After that, though, taking the sixth place is the bounty, the temple bounty, and this is the biggest set of the wave at $200, and I like it a lot. Okay, I like this one a lot as well. I think the build itself is amazing. It has a couple of things I don't like about it. I don't like the dragon up front not being, up front. It's just kind of sticking out. I don't like that. I also don't like a couple of things, like I think the sails are a little too big, a little too much, if I may say so myself. And the big thing about this is the figures, of course, because the figures are a big letdown. A $200 set. This isn't $100 at this point. This is $200, and six figures seems a little funny for this. Not gonna lie. Even the figures themselves, three are reuses. Zane is non-canon. The only reason you're getting this is for the Nia. And frankly, I think there's better ways to spend your money than this. So if you don't have a bounty or you really want another bounty, sure, get this. Or if you just really like the look, which I do, frankly, it's good for the look, but you need the figures as well. You need something to keep it from not being just a display set. And it's not a display set in this case. It's also a place. After that, and this is gonna be very controversial, the Fire Knight mech. And hear me out, there's a reason this one's here. And it's because it's $120 with 996 pieces. I get it, the pieces are big, and I still think it's worth the money. I might get this one, but I mean, looking at it all, right? This doesn't feel like it's as big as the Titan mech, if I'm being honest. It feels like it's more or less a little bit bigger than the Climber mech, if that. I mean, looking at these perspectives and everything. And frankly, the display itself as well, it's my opinion, but I don't really like it as much. I like the mech itself, and on display, I think there's a little too much going on, if I'm being honest. So this one comes down to personal preference. Again, I really like the legend stuff. Not sure I'll get any of it, but I really do want to just be happy for the people who are going to be getting this stuff. And because it's great, it's genuinely fantastic. It's great for everything. I still might get this again, but it's just those couple of minor issues which kind of put it down here. And honestly, it's a good set, but yeah, no, it just comes down to my opinion at the end of the day. And my opinion is that I don't like his as much as the other stuff. Speaking of which, the fourth place goes to this set's counterpart, the Guardian Dragon. And I just searched it up right now because for some reason it doesn't even show up on the Ninjago page of the Lego.com site. But the Guardian Dragon is another case where, again, I like the build a lot. I think this is beautiful, probably a little more beautiful than even the finite mech. But here's the thing, guys. Y'all are thinking this thing's gonna be big. I have to be honest with you. This thing's gonna be not so big. It's probably gonna be $100 scale max, because if you look at the torso, it's tiny, 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 tiny pieces just getting attached to each other forming this twirling structure, and the arms are very small. I mean, even an Evo Mech, I think, has similar enough arms, not gonna lie. I doubt the dragon's gonna be able to move around much except for the display. And I get it, this is not meant to be for play at all, and I respect that. But again, it's just my opinion at the end of the day, and it's fine. I like it a lot, but yeah, the little things, right? I think the dragon could have been a little bit bigger. The pieces are tiny, guys. The pieces are tiny. Yeah, no, the pieces are just way too tiny for people to keep saying 150 is good for this. It would have been good for 130, 140, but 150 sounds like it's getting a little off the top here. Next up, the Rogue Mech Dragon Rider. And hear me out. I was a massive hater for this set. I hated this thing. I really didn't like this thing when the original image came out, but that was because the angle of the original image was terrible. At this angle, it feels like this is the worst Ninjago set to come out in the past few years. It looks horrible, it looks chunky, and I hate it. But then you see another angle of the thing and then you go, oh, this thing's actually kind of cool. And that's what happened to me. I mean, I started looking at this thing a little more, and honestly, it just went uphill from there. I just like the thing a lot now. And the dragon's nice. The dragon's decent for the money. I think it's like $50, $40 worth at least. The mech's like $10, $15. You kind of get to that $70 price anyway. So it's not even that egregiously overpriced, even with the tariffs included, but I mean, it's great. The figures are good as well. Vox is nice. It's a good way to get Aaron. Rogue's nice as well. Of course, without the armor, but then you wouldn't be able to fit him into the mech. But it just looks so cool on display now. I mean, even watching the show, if I'm being honest, probably boosted a little bit of my excitement for this set. It's pivotal to the show, if I'm being honest with you. And it looks nice from many angles, except for the one they originally show you with. So it's nice. I like it. I honestly like this. I'm a fan of this one somehow. Not gonna lie. Second place goes to the smallest set of the wave somehow. The Ninjago Kai Motorcycle Speed Racer. And I like this set a lot as well. This set's really good as well. You get your money's worth with this one for sure. You get a Dragonian, you get the complete Kai with a reveal blade, and you get two nice bikes as well. This is everything I wanted that Zane mech or the Zane bike to be, and this is amazing. I like this a lot. A huge W in my book. This is great. Amazing stuff, yeah. But the first spot goes to obviously Lloyd's Jet Mech set. So, Lloyd's Jet Mech, I've had a love-hate relationship with this thing because Lego has the worst renders possible on the front of their box. This render here makes the mech look chunky and horrible, but then you look at the actual thing and it's pretty decent. And then you look at the jet again and you're like, hey, it's pretty decent. And that's just kind of how it goes. This gives me Sora's Mech Bike Racer vibes, and I like it. I like this set a lot. I mean, my opinions can change, and they have frankly changed. I like the set a lot. The little skull dragon is nice as well. They've included that as well. It's a nice inclusion, and it's a little overpriced for 110. I would have liked to see 90 possibly for this, probably 100 as well, but I mean, this is a good set. There's nothing you can take away from this. This is an amazing set. You get the right amount of figures, you get your car, you get your good exclusive here, and you get the mainstays. You get Lloyd Sora. This is the one set you need if you're gonna complete the entire wave. So, thanks for watching, guys. Check out this video right here where I rank all of the ninjas, and thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for